What's going on, you guys? So, even more Clone Wars news. Rise of the Separatists announced for Star Wars RPG. This is a big deal. Now, I don't play the Star Wars RPG, and I normally don't make videos about it. But it's just like every game is getting Clone Wars stuff except for Armada, and I already uploaded an Armada video today, and then this comes out. But I think one of the things that's really cool here is the RPG tends to have some great art. So we're going to talk about all the art, because there's also some Imperial Assault art that was teased from the Thrawn expansion. So we're going to kind of run through some of the images and things that were teased today, because it's Friday and Fantasy Flight likes to tease a lot of things. So first off, on the cover, we're seeing a whole bunch of clone troopers, and I think there may be a lot of crossover for other games based on what we see here. Really digging the Obi-Wan in his battle armor here. So we've got a throne room image, not a whole lot there, but then of course, clone troopers. Definitely digging the different patterns of clone troopers, and I think this is one thing that's really going to lend itself very well to Legion, and all of the customization options that are going to be present there, as well as all the different clone trooper types. Very cool. All of this is, a lot of times too, they commission a piece of art, and they're going to use it in multiple places. So I wouldn't be surprised if picking up some of these books yields some spoilers on things that we're going to see again in the future. A couple of different alien races. So maybe we'll see Kaminoans, maybe we'll see Lama Su and the and all of them, or the Geonosians. Maybe we'll see them. Night Sisters. I'm not even sure if that's a Night Sister on the far right, but clone officers as well as clone troopers. Lots of clone options, and you could even argue that Legion is already getting its first clone here next month or whenever Boba Fett launches, because technically he's a clone too, just not the same type of clone. And of course, that awesome Obi-Wan art, which is just really good. Who actually is? I would wager that this is done by the same artist who made the background that I have up here, because they look to be in the very same art style as well. I don't know if that's Darren Tan or Darren Tane or not, but either way, I love the art that they get. Yeah, I mean, look at this. This is Coruscant, so a lot of potential. Like you got these trooper what are they, ascension guns, where they're kind of rappelling down or up. So many options here. Very exciting. And I'm actually looking to start playing the Star Wars RPG. Hopefully, maybe this month. So I'm gonna try and do that. It seems kind of fun. Oh, and speaking of art, we got some more Imperial Assault stuff. So loving the tank here, and I love the laser blasts too. This is just a great piece. I really don't play Imperial Assault as much anymore. I mean, it's still on my radar for things to look out for, but very cool. And this was not on the FFG website. This was actually teased on their Facebook page. So if you follow Fantasy Flight on various social media platforms, you can actually get some extra previews already. So we got a preview of Heavy Fire Skirmish upgrade. Skirmish upgrades were always nice because they give you, because they were faction independent. So that one was always nice. But I'm just digging that tank. I'm digging those, I don't even know what kind of troopers they're called that are in the tank, but they made Black Series figures for them. So, digging the Rogue One callback here. Thrawn, I know this is a piece, I've seen this piece before. I didn't know that this was a Fantasy Flight, or if this was just something that was just out there, but I've definitely seen this Thrawn image come up before, and it's beautiful because it kind of shows Thrawn's mental, especially if you read the Timothy Zahn books, all the stuff that's going on with him, he's analyzing everything, everybody from people's reactions. We got some Stormtroopers art going on there for this for combat resupply. And I'm really just looking at the art. I'm really not analyzing the cards in this, but I like this one. I definitely like this one. First off, you've got Xizor. I always call him Xizor. It's an X, dude. It's not an SH. It's not Xizor. I don't know. People pronounce it however they want, and that's one thing that really irks me about Star Wars as a whole, is that it's not written phonetically. Everything from the Tantive to actually being pronounced the Tantivy, and I have finally come around. I will sometimes say Tantivy as opposed to Tantive, but you know, it's Xizor. How is that not Zizor or Xizor? But I usually say Xizor. It's like I'm putting a little bit of SH in there, but I'm still trying to pronounce the X. But I hate it when it's just a straight up Xizor. No, it's not a Xizor. It's a he. It's not a she. It's not a Xizor is female. Anyway, we could talk about that all day, couldn't we? I'm sure it's been pronounced in an audio drama or something, you know, officially somehow. But and it also looks like a little Dash Rendar in the background. Look, I'm pretty sure that's Dash. So I'm not sure who the horned individual is that's yelling at him. I think that's just going to be one of those Black Sun lieutenants or something like that. I don't know if it's a named character or not. But it's always kind of telling to see a character like Xizor teased in the art, because it makes you wonder where else he may show up next. Maybe Legion, maybe Armada, maybe the RPG. I don't know if he might already be in the RPG. I'm really not sure. But it's very cool to see Xizor. All right. Whatever. But you know, Mr. X. We'll call him Mr. X, yeah. And of course we got some Inquisitors. Very, very happy to see the Inquisitors. Now Inquisitors do show up also in X-Wing. And, you know, like, it's just nice seeing the stuff from Star Wars Rebels. And this is another thing you have to watch for. When Resistance comes out, make sure you check out Resistance. Because I would promise you, whatever you see in there is going to make its way into our games. Maybe not for a year at least, but some more soon than others, perhaps. And then there's this one. There's something not right about that. I like the attempt. I like the uniform. I like the angle, but the forehead looks way too big. It looks like it's like I just want to cut off like part of it. He's like this, but the forehead is just a little too much going on right here. Is that Thrawn's cousin Don? Grand Admiral Donnie? I don't know what's going on with that art. It's just this. It's different. It's different than what I'm used to, and I don't want to criticize it. It's better than I can draw, so I'm not trying to be cruel. It's just something looks off about it, and I'm not sure exactly. I think it's just a millimeter too much on the forehead, and so it makes it look like a different character. Like if it was a different Chiss altogether, I'd be fine. It doesn't look enough like the Thrawn I'm accustomed to. It looks a little different. I don't want to be cruel, because whoever drew that could be watching for all I know. So I don't want to be mean. I don't want to be a meanie, but something about that, it just doesn't look quite right to me. I don't know if it's but let me know what you guys think. Is that one off a little bit, or maybe it's just me. We all kind of perceive things differently. So let me know what you think, though. But Clone Wars coming to the RPG, a lot of new teaser art, a lot of new art teased in Imperial Assault. Follow FFG on social media too, because pretty cool stuff. But I just wanted to give you guys a quick little Friday video to talk a little bit about some of the teasers and spoilers we got today. This is kind of big. I'm surprised they didn't announce this at Gen Con already. Like, why say Clone Wars is coming for 2 games and not mention a third, which you were just going to mention like 5 days later? I don't know. Or maybe 8 days. Technically, 9 days later. Right? Yeah. All right. Yeah. But anyway, the next week. That's all I got for you guys. I want to thank you guys so much for watching. If you like this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. Let me know what you think down in the comments below. What are you most looking forward to as far as all this new stuff that's coming? Do you think any of these, out of all the art that's teased, what do you hope makes it into one of your favorite games? And are you excited about Clone Wars coming? I want to thank you guys so much for watching, and have a great day.